My way of life is fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends I must not look to have.
I loved getting to see this film. I thought that you were fantastic in it. And I love the decisions that you make. And one of those that I had read is that you dared to ask the Macbeth's marriage story, like how they met and became this couple. Talk to me about why that kind of was important for you to inform the character.
Well, that's a part of what you do as an actor. Is you do your homework, you create a biography for yourself, and how you talk to the, how did we meet, and did you always want to become king? Those kinds of questions start to spark ideas in your head, and that's just the work you do as an actor.
And I think it definitely shows because we see this power couple, and it's still very modern with the ambition and lust for power and greed, but then the guilt that comes in. Talk to me a little bit about the themes and how they're still so relevant.
Sounds like you enjoyed it, huh? All the juicy stuff, the lust, the power, the guilt. That's what life's all about, ain't it?
We hear the witches and the noise and the outside influences and how that can seep into somebody's life. Talk to me about, in your own life, how do you decipher and only seek out that sound advice or listen to that?
Just stay in the house. Pick your friends wisely and keep your friends close and don't have too many. And all of those things were a factor. Once he turned the corner to head down that dark side, that includes it all. I think had he kept going, he'd have killed his own wife. He'd have never stopped. He'd have never stopped.
The language, let's talk about that. I know that was an important decision for Joel to keep it kind of in its originality. For you, how do you connect most with that so that, I felt like it was talking to me in a language I could understand?
Well, because it's a foreign language, if you will, you have to study it more. So you actually get to know it better because you have to figure it out. You have to find out what it means. So you actually probably learn the lines better or understand them better than you would if it were just American English, where you think you know what the lines are all about.
Well, and another thing that I love is just the idea of making Shakespeare accessible and at any age and able to be introduced to these stories that are ageless and timeless. What was your first introduction to Shakespeare?
Ooh, I don't know. The first time, as an actor, I played Othello in college, but I'm sure I must have seen some production before. I don't remember, but that, yeah, at 20 years old, 21 years old, I got a chance to play Othello.